Today for breakfast we are going to be making chocolate strawberry oats. I know that I do a lot of oatmeal recipes on here, but oats are so versatile, they're so quick and easy to make. All we're going to do here is add our oats into a bowl, add our cocoa powder, stir it around a little bit, and then add our maple syrup in and stir that around again. I'm just adding in some hot water. Like I said, I really like to use instant oats, and I highly recommend anybody out there who has a time crunch, who has work to get to or school to get to and doesn't have a lot of time to make breakfast, just go for the instant oats. They are a tiny bit more processed, but they still have the same nutritional value as all the other kinds of cut oats out there. And just save yourself some time and a little bit of sanity, get the good food in, and get yourself some instant oats. I just added a little bit of coconut flakes on top of this, and voila. For lunch, we're going to be making one of the most requested dishes that I get whenever I post this on Instagram. It's a cold potato salad. So first we need to steam some potatoes. The way that I do this every single time is I add a quart of water into my Instant Pot, put my steamer tray in there, and then I put my potatoes in. So I like to use the red baby potatoes. They taste super creamy, and I just put as many in here as I possibly can fit, just because every time I make potatoes, I'll just leave them in the fridge if I have extra, and they'll be something that I can just cook up really fast. So I put those in my Instant Pot for 10 minutes, and then we're just going to take them out. What I'm doing here is I'm just going to be chopping the potatoes into smaller bits in this little bowl because they're hot. But what I've noticed making this recipe over time is that using the hot potatoes and making a dressing for it, it helps it to soak up more of the flavor, and it turns out so much better if you use hot potatoes. To make this dressing, we are going to need cashew butter, lemon juice, some garlic powder, a pinch of salt, and some black pepper to taste. Just add a tiny bit of water into that and then stir that around until it becomes nice and creamy. Next, we're going to add some veggies into this. I'm just using what I have on hand. Some chopped red bell pepper and some red onion. You can really use whatever you like in here. I've used tons of different things. I've used broccoli, I've put baby tomatoes in here, I put spinach in here sometimes, or greens, or steamed kale. Really, whatever your taste preference is, just go for it. So we're going to add our dressing in and then toss it around. This potato salad is really good when it's cold, so you want to let it sit in your fridge for an hour or two, but it makes a super ideal thing to bring to work or school, especially if you don't have a way to heat up food and you just want something that's really refreshing. This is like your go-to work or school meal. For dinner, we're going to be making some sweet potato sushi bowls. So here I'm just chopping up a few sweet potatoes. Like the normal potatoes, whenever I'm chopping and baking things, I just like to do as many as I can for leftovers and to throw into bowls and to throw into other meals. So I bake these in my air fryer on 360 degrees for 20 minutes, and they turn out perfect, just like this. Super golden, creamy, delicious. All we're going to be doing for this is adding some brown rice into a bowl. This was something that I already also had pre-cooked, which I highly recommend doing this just because if you have leftovers, like all of this stuff in your fridge, it's super easy to throw together bowls like this. So you can really add whatever you want into this. I have my sweet potatoes, and then I chopped up 2 pieces of nori into small sheets, put that on the side. I had half an avocado sitting in my fridge, but you could also add, tofu or some type of tahini to this. Just drizzle some soy sauce over top and some sesame seeds, and then I'm adding in some more bell pepper that I had and a little bit of cilantro.